Good evening, everyone. We will now begin our evening service with a special prayer for world peace. Let's pray the Amatsu-Norito. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kam sumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Somemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no gimu kano tachi hana no. Odono ahagi hara ni isogi harai tamogu toki ni narimaseru. Paraido no o kami tachi moro moro no maga koto tsumi kegare o Harai tama e kiyome tama e toma o sukoto no yoshio Amatsu kami kunitsu kami ya oyorozu no kami tachi tomo ni Ame no fuchi koma no mimi furi tatete Kikoshin meseto kashiko mimu maosu Miroku o mikami mamori tama e saki hae tama e Miroku o mikami mamori tama e saki hae tama e Oshie mi oya nushi no kami Mamori tamae saki hae tamae Oshie mi oya nushi no kami Mamori tamae saki hae tamae Kannagara tamachi hae mase Kannagara tamachi hae mase Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, our reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Johrei. Johrei cleanses and purifies the spirit. It truly is a baptism by fire. Because the material world is so clouded, one through Johrei miracles will realize God's power. Purification can best be achieved by channeling God's great light, Johrei, the lifeline to true salvation. It is God who performs miracles, not us. When an overwhelming blessing or a wondrous response to a prayer is experienced, the event is generally considered a miracle. Through this kind of action, a person is moved to feel deep reverent gratitude and a faith so strong he or she is protected from misfortune. By having such an experience, one learns the priceless value of true faith. A single personal experience is worth 100 theories. Worldwide peace and the establishment of a sound, virtuous society can be achieved only when all people come to believe in the existence of God through experiencing God's miracle working power, and a spiritual culture becomes a reality. In the spirit of the great transition, God is releasing the divine light for us. In such an intense, magnificent light, it is performing one miracle after another. Never before in history have mortals been so blessed. Thank you very much. Today, we are dedicating this evening service especially for world peace. With all this that is happening in the world, Meishu-sama says, seeking peace and shunning conflict. It is the true spirit of harmony. God has implanted this sense of consciousness in all humanity. When all nations are united under one God and work together, the golden age will be a reality. How pathetic are those who thrive on conflict and quarrels. Their spiritual natures are unrefined, still quite primitive and barbaric. In the coming paradise on earth, boundaries between countries of the world will remain as they are now, but it will seem as if they don't even exist. All countries will deal with each other on the basis of equality and friendship. So, conflicts over boundaries will become totally unnecessary. Any issues between countries will be peacefully resolved. Their representatives will discuss and deliberate each issue employing high intelligence and wisdom based on the pure and selfless desire for the highest good of the whole world, with no national or personal ulterior motive. This is the essence of a global government in the coming age. Also, Meishu-sama says, when the hearts of all people are in harmony with the heart of God, it will mark the beginning of a truly peaceful world. Our colors and features differ. However, in the eyes of God, when everyone prays together for peace and joy, all the world's misfortunes and disasters will disappear. That's Meishu-sama's on world peace. How important it is that we become united and we can really feel the experience of seeing the light of God manifesting in all over the world. God's miracle happens all the time. When you practice faith, you can see changes happening in your life, like this faith experience from Vanessa Pedro Lopes. She's from Maricanduva Johrei Center. She became a member, Vanessa, in August 2018. 2019, for no apparent reason, she experienced deep sadness, lack of strength, discouragement, and found herself barely able to get out of bed. Although Vanessa did not go to see a doctor, she understood that she was experiencing depression, facing such difficulties. She neither participated in attending any church activities or performing any of the practices of our faith. She owns, Vanessa, no? She owns a event company. She has a company which, with the advent of the pandemic, it became inactive, her company. So she spent all of her financial reserves. No? She spent everything. She lost her car and was unable to keep up with the monthly payments on her apartment. So consequently, she had to endure an additional severe purification. She wanted to go back to the church, but did not have enough emotional strength. Although she prayed to God for changing her life, she was unable to feel hope or to see any solutions for her problems. Then in May 2021, she was invited to attend a Johrei gathering at the church, which she immediately accepted. From then on, Vanessa resumed her activities at the Johrei Center. She went back and she received the guidance from her minister. And she started going to the center every day. She journaled and received Johrei. She read the teachings of Meishu-sama. She offered donations of gratitude and she gave services in various other ways. And so gradually she found herself stronger, becoming more excited and confident. At the same time, job opportunities began to emerge. At the end of 2021, her event company was resuscitated by a series of business opportunities that suddenly manifested. So for 10 years, she had worked in financial institutions. However, with no intention of ever returning, she left the banking world in 2011 in favor of experiencing entrepreneurship. So, however, with the pandemic, upon evaluating the situation, she once again began to look for work in the banking industry. Everyone said her path would be very difficult because she had been distanced from that trade so far along. After several interviews at the end of December 2021, then Vanessa was chosen from amongst a group of other candidates. She was hired and soon returned to the banking sector. While her events company is still in business, Vanessa concurrently works in the financial world. Even with a highly demanding professional schedule, she remains active in giving service and performing our practices of faith. She's very grateful to God and Meishu-sama for everything that has happened in her life, even during the most difficult moments, because it was through them that she has learned to put faith into practice and make a true commitment to the divine work. So with this, I'd like to thank you all very much for attending this special service for world peace. I wish you all a very blessed evening. Thank you very much. This concludes our service.